Hey everyone, my name is Matthew and I'm going to show you how to play Avalon online. So first I just want to go over the rules on a very high level. So in this game, everyone is given a role and assigned to one of two teams. One team are the loyal servants of Arthur, they're the blue team, and they win the game if 3 quests succeed. The other team is the minions of Mordred, and they win if 3 quests fail or if Merlin is correctly guessed. Now the game is played in turns, so first in the turn, the player with the crown icon is going to propose a team to go on a quest. Then all players are going to vote to either approve or reject that team. If the majority of votes are not approvals, then the turn ends and the crown icon is passed counterclockwise to the next person and they're going to take their turn. However, if the majority of votes are approvals, then the proposed team goes on a quest. Now the quest, what happens is each player on the team has to choose to either succeed or fail the quest. If the quest will succeed if all players on the team choose to succeed the quest. However, the quest fails if there's even one fail. After the quest is completed, the crown icon is passed counterclockwise to the next player who then takes their turn. And essentially this repeats until all 3 quests succeed or all 3 quests fail. All right, so that's kind of on a very high level. So in order to play this game, what you need is first you need at least 4 other people. You need a total of 5 people. So find some friends, and then you need to make sure you have a video chat option, and then you need to make an account with the website. So let me show you what's gonna happen. So, hey, how you guys doing? So this is the video chat. I recommend you put it on the right side of your screen while you also have the game running on the left side. So you can see everyone, you can see their facial expression, because this game is gonna have a lot of deception in it and you're gonna have to be able to read people. So to start this game, go to avalon.fun and you're gonna wanna make an account. So go here, hit play in the bottom right corner, and I already have an account, but for you, hit register. And you can use any username you want. I'd suggest just using your name so that people know who you are. So I'm just going to say Matthew Lou. And then for your email, you can really put any random email. They don't need any verification. So I could say georgewashington@gmail.com. Doesn't matter. Password, whatever you want. You're going to have to make sure you're not a robot and then hit register. And now you've got your game. So the host is going to give you a PIN code. So I know that the PIN code for this game is 9441. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to join the game. All right, so now I'm in the game. What I need to do is I need to click sit down. So as you can see, there's 5 people in the game. This game can be played with 5 to 10 people. So as you can see, I just have a room with myself. I'm going to show you exactly how the game is played. So let's start the game. So the game starts, you're actually going to see your role revealed for 10 seconds. These counter is counting down. You're going to see your role, all right? I'm not going to cover the roles quite yet because it's going to get confusing, but I'll cover it later. Don't worry. So if you're playing with other people and you're sharing a screen, that first 10 seconds is when you want to make sure you're not looking at each other's screens, or else you're going to see each other's roles, and that's going to defeat the purpose of the game. All right, after those 10 seconds, if you want to remember who you are, just hit this reveal, and you're going to see your character. No one else can see that. It's just you. So don't worry about revealing or hiding. You can actually have it revealed the whole time. And if you ever forget what the roles are, you can click here on the roles and scroll over the person, click on them, and they'll tell you exactly what the roles do. Again, I'm going to explain to you what those roles do, so don't worry. So here I can see that I'm on, around my character is red, so I am on Mordred's team. I'm on the red team, and so I want all these quests to fail. So you can see there's 5 different quests that can be played, and the number here is the amount of people that have to be on the quest. Okay, Matthew number 1 has to propose a team of 2 people, right? So Matthew number 1 is going to click onto Matthew Lou and on, let's say, Matthew number 1. So as you can see, the people who get the swords are the people who are the proposed team. Then they're going to submit the team. And now, like I said, everyone is going to have a chance to either approve or reject the team. All right. And as you can see, everyone's question mark right now is opaque. But once they vote, it's going to turn translucent. So I don't know if you can see that. But people around, see that one just turned translucent. So it's going to turn translucent as people vote, and let's just say let's reject it. All right. So in this case, you can see exactly what people voted. No one wanted the team to go on the quest. So like we said, that crown passes. Sorry, it's actually clockwise. It passes, and what you see down here is a vote tracker. If this vote tracker goes up every time a quest is failed. If it gets all the way to 5, the red team automatically wins the whole game. That never happens because once a quest actually does get completed, the vote tracker goes back to 1. So that's what happens if the majority is not approvals. So Matthew number 2, he's going to make another team. All right, so he's going to propose himself, and again, Matthew Liu, and he's going to submit. Everyone's going to have to say approve or reject. Let's say everyone mostly approves this round. All right. All right. So everyone approves. Well, mostly everyone approves. So you see there were 4 approves and 1 reject, but majority's approval. So these 2 people go on a team, on the quest. All right. So as you can see, the quest is approved, and now I get to choose. Since I'm on that quest, I get to choose either success or fail. And like we were saying earlier, everything has to be a success in order for the mission to succeed. So if I hit success and the other person hits success, you're going to see, whoa, there were 0 fails and the mission succeeded. And so there's a blue token there to show that Arthur's team, the loyal citizens of Arthur, have won that quest. You can see here, if you hover over each of these quests, they actually tell you how many players go and how many fails are necessary for that quest to fail. There's some times where the quest actually will require 2 fails. So just make sure you look out for that. But for the most part, it only needs 1 fail. So let's say it's my turn. All right, I'm going to submit a team. I have to do 3 people. I'm going to click myself, this person, this person. And if I hit 4, I can actually hit 4, but it won't let me submit. So I have to make sure it's only 3. So I'm going to submit. And again, let's just say approve, 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 approve. They all go on a quest. And let's say this time I'm going to hit fail. All right, what are the other people going to say? The other people hit success, but as you can see, it failed because I was the one person to throw a fail in there. Now, no one knows who the fail was. So at this point, I can start blaming this player and this player, saying, oh, they're on the Mordred team and they failed. Okay, one thing that's important, I just realized. So if you're on the red team, the Mordred team, and you hit reveal, whoever else is red here is on your team. So the red team knows exactly who the red people are, but the blue team are completely in the dark. They don't know anything. So the red team, they can actually work together. And so that's how the game is essentially played. That's how, let's say one thing. So the red team can win 2 ways, either by failing everything or by guessing who Merlin is. Say that, let's just make it an instance where the good team is going to win this. So as you can see, this mission succeeded, yay. So this person is going to submit another team. 1, 2, 3, submit team. Everyone is going to, again, vote. So I can see who's on the team by those swords. I'm going to say approve, approve, approve. And again, we're going to choose our action. Now, since I'm on the bad team, I'd actually want to fail this, but just for the sake of showing what happens, I'm going to succeed. So yes, the loyal servants of Arthur have won 3 quests, but the game is not yet over because the red team now gets to try and guess who Merlin is. I'm going to pick one person on the blue team to guess who Merlin was. And so the red team is trying to figure out who they think this Merlin, and again, I'm going to explain who Merlin is in a second. You guys don't really know who that is, but I'm going to choose a person, I'm going to execute. And if I guessed correctly, I actually guessed incorrectly. So the good team wins, or the loyal servants of Arthur win this game. If I had guessed this person instead, then it would have reversed and the red team would have won. All right. And so now I'm going to go over the different roles. As you can see here, I am Merlin. Again, you can go to the roles and I'm Merlin. Merlin knows who all the people on the other team are. So as you can see, Merlin, when you hit hide, you don't see Merlin stuff, but when you hit reveal, I can see this player here is on the opposite team. Now you're going to say, well, there's 2 bad people. Why don't I see both of them? Well, one of them is Mordred, who is hidden from Merlin. So Merlin knows all the bad people, or all the people on the red team, except Mordred, right? So I know that this person for sure is on the opposite team, and one of these 3 people is on the opposite team. I'm not sure, but I need to figure out who that is. And again, Merlin has to be very, make sure they don't give away their identity because the assassin is trying to figure out who Merlin is, and if they guess correctly, then the blue team is going to lose even if they succeed 3 quests. So Merlin has to be wise about how they reveal information. So this guy is Percival, and Percival knows that two people are either Morgana or Merlin. So as you can see here, Percival knows that this person is either Morgana or Merlin, and this person is either Merlin or Morgana. They don't know which one is which, but they know one of these people is certainly on their team, and one of these people is certainly not on their team. So this character is Morgana, and if you go to the roles, if you ever forget who you are, you can click on who you are, and they'll show you if you're on the red team or the blue team. So Morgana appears as Merlin. So essentially, when Percival sees people, he's going to see both. He's going to see two people. One person's going to either be Merlin Morgana, and the other person's Merlin Morgana. Percival doesn't know who is who, but he knows that one of those people is certainly bad, and one of those people is certainly good. So this person is just a normal servant of Arthur, and just a generic character, doesn't have any abilities. So as you can see, since they cannot see anyone like blue or red circles, you know that they must be on the blue team, because the blue team is completely in the dark about everyone else. All right, this person is Mordred, and he is on the red team, and so he can see who his teammate is, his teammate can see who he is. However, when Merlin is given information about who the people on the red team are, Mordred remains invisible. So this player is very strong because he's under the radar, and he can trick Merlin. Merlin's not going to know he's on the red team. So this guy's name is Oberon, and he is a very interesting player. He's on the red team, but he doesn't know who any of his teammates are. So normally, the red team can see all the other red people, but in this case, he cannot. In addition, his teammates cannot see who he is either. So he's completely in the dark, and his teammates don't know who he is. So he actually is a handicap against the red team. Also, Merlin does know who he is. So Merlin can see this person as a red guy, but Oberon cannot see he can't see his friends, and his friends can't see him. Now, if you're trying to host a game, let's say you want to bring this to your friends or family, what you can do is you go to the lobby and you hit a private game, and now you have this pin code. You send this pin code to all of your friends and family, and they can start logging into the game. So, for example, let's see. So the code is B0B7. Let's see if that... All right, so people are going to be able to sit down. You see that person just sat down. And you're going to need at least 5 people. Once everyone's sitting down and you want to start the game, you get to choose which players are included. You can choose Morgana, Percival, Mordred, Oberon. You can also say if you want the approval or rejects of the team to be anonymous. I don't think you should do that, because that's actually a lot of information, and I think it's helpful information. It makes the game more fun when you can see how people voted. Another thing is, normally good guys have to succeed the quest if they go on the quest, but there's an option to let good guys fail a quest if they want. That kind of throws another twist into the game. And once everyone is sitting down, you lock the game, and then you start the game, and the game would start. Right now it says cannot start the game because we don't have enough people, but once you have at least 5 people, you lock the game, start the game, and the game gets going. And so that's how you would host a game. All right, I hope that makes sense, and enjoy.